Separation of church and state and freedom of speech. Can there and should there be a balance? My position on this is that yes, there can and should be a balance. When talking about segregation of church and state and the freedom of speech, one hot topic is how we are going to teach in the science class how everything came to be. Many schools and textbooks teach Darwin's theory of evolution, and the church wants creation also taught. Scientists have discovered that it's not realistic that everything just came to be. Thus, a new theory, intelligent design. It says that an intelligent being created everything. They're not saying it's God, but an intelligent being. So it's right in the middle between creationism and evolution. Another hot topic is prayer in school. As you can see in this cartoon, kids are praying at their lunch table. If a student wants to pray at their lunch table before they eat, that is not against the law. If a student wants to read their Bible during free time at school, recess, lunch break, then they can do that without getting in trouble. That is legal. However, according to the group Americans United for Separation of Church and State, in 1962 the courts ruled that prayer had no place in public education. It did not say that the students couldn't pray, just that it couldn't be government composed. The teacher or the school cannot come up with a prayer for the students to pray before lunch or at the beginning of the day. If a student wants to pray, then they can in their own words. If a student wants to pray at the beginning of the day in their seat without bothering anybody, they can do so. When it comes to graduation ceremonies, then it is not legal to bring in a private person, such as the pastor, to lead prayer. That has to be student-led also. Many graduation ceremonies still do the prayer, just have it student-led. I know that there's a lot of controversy about valedictorian and salutatorian speech, and my daughter got her speech approved, and she chose to include God in the speech. The last hot topic I want to bring up in regards to separation of church and state and freedom of speech is Christmas. It's in order to accommodate all the religions, then it's no longer Christmas, but it's a holiday. It's not Christmas break, it's a holiday break. In this cartoon, it's no longer a Christmas program, but a winter solstice pageant. And so when it comes to having assemblies and programs and things like that, there's a lemon test. And if it passes the lemon test, then it is legal. And here's the conditions of the lemon test. Number 1, it has to be secular in purpose. Number 2, it must not advance or inhibit religion. And number 3, it has to avoid entangling religion and government. If it passes those 3 things, then it is completely legal. So, in conclusion, I believe that there can be a balance between segregation of church and state and freedom of speech. Students do have a right to speak about what they believe. Students do have a right to form a Christian club or whatever religion of club, as long as it's student-led and not led by a teacher or the school. They can pray in schools. They can read their Bible. But they cannot have the teacher assign Bible lessons or lead a discussion about religion.